How's it going, everybody? My name is LuckyBunz, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to get all 18 forms of Vivillon in Pokemon Go. Now with that being said, as always, before we go and get started, if you guys do end up enjoying this video, please make sure to smash that like button down below, helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. But with that being said, let's go and get started. So first things first, how do you even encounter Scatterbug, which is a base stage form for Vivillon? Well, all you have to do is just pin postcards. So depending on the location that you actually pin your postcard from, you're going to be able to encounter one of 18 different Vivillon forms that will evolve from that respective Scatterbug. So now I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, well, I've never actually pinned a postcard before, how do I do this? So basically just go to your friends list, find someone who sent you a gift, click on that gift, and there's going to be a small pin icon right there, and then you just click that to pin the postcard. Now you can basically just click pin and then click unpin real quick, and this will actually count towards your medal for Vivillon, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to go ahead and pin it, and then I'm going to show you guys how to delete all of those postcards later on. Now additionally, on top of that, you can also pin the postcards from your own gifts, so just go to your Pokemon bag, click on one of your gifts, and then you can just pin it like that as well. So basically, to encounter one of the 18 forms, you're going to have to do this 3 times from that respective area. So I'm going to post a map on screen right now. This is basically every single area that you can get different Vivillon forms from. So for example, I live on the West Coast in the United States, so I'm going to have the Vivillon form from the High Plains. Now in order to actually encounter the Scatterbug though, you have to go to your trainer profile and then go to the Vivillon medal. From here, all you have to do is just click on the encounter that you've already redeemed. For the first initial encounter, you're going to have to pin 3 postcards, and then from there on afterwards, I believe it's in increments of 6. Now keep in mind, you're going to need a total of 125 candy to fully evolve your Scatterbug into Vivillon. With 18 forms, that comes out to a total of 2,250 candy. That's quite a bit, isn't it? So here are some tips to actually help yourself get some extra candy along the way. So first of all, if you have a Mega Bug type Pokemon like Mega Beedrill, go ahead and Mega Evolve that Pokemon to get extra candy when catching your Scatterbug. The higher the Mega level, the better chance you also have of getting extra large candy as well. Now following that, make sure that you are also using Pineapple Berries or Silver Pineapple Berries. Pineapple Berries will basically give you double candy when catching. Silver Pineapple Berries give you double candy plus an additional 1 candy. So if you really want to maximize your candy gains, Mega Evolution plus Silver Pineapple Berry to get the most out of these catches. Now additionally, on top of that, we're also going to have double candy events, for example like double transfer candy spotlight hours, or we're going to have double catch candy events like during community days. This is a great time to get extra candy as well. You can combine all the methods I just mentioned with the Mega Evolution and the Pineapple Berries, plus the double candy bonus for catching Pokemon to get a ton of candy on your Scatterbug. But of course, the most simple way to actually get candy is just going to be to walk with Scatterbug or Vivillon as your buddy. These are 1 kilometer buddies, so you're going to accumulate candy quite quickly. And if you feel like I missed any methods, please feel free to comment them down below, but I think I got everything. Now after you've caught every single Scatterbug available to you on the medal, all you have to do is just go through and repeat the process by pinning more postcards. Now unfortunately, you cannot pin the same postcard multiple times a day, but you can pin the same postcard after every 24 hours. So if I go to my friend's gift and I pin their postcard, then I unpin it, I go back the next day, and then I pin it again, that'll actually count towards your progress on your medal. Now keep in mind though, I would only recommend doing the required amount you need at a time, and then going back to pin more postcards, because once you hit the required amount, you're not going to be able to get any more progress on that specific medal until you encounter and catch your Scatterbug. So after your first 3, make sure you go and catch your Scatterbug, then go back, pin more postcards until you get the next 6, catch the Scatterbug, and pretty much just repeat the process from there. Now I briefly mentioned this earlier, how do you go through and mass delete your postcards? So if you go into your bag, you have a postcard book there. Go ahead and click on the postcard book and then long press to select multiple postcards. This will give you the option to remove all of them at once instead of going through and individually deleting them, because that can be really tedious. And like I mentioned earlier as well, you can also just pin and unpin the postcard really quick when you initially encounter the gift to avoid having to go through and mass deleting them, but you know, it's really just your preference at the end of the day. If you want to go through everything really quick and then just mass delete them later, that's also a pretty fast way to do it. Now like I mentioned earlier, there are 18 different forms of Vivillon, and how do you actually get every single one of them? Well, the simple answer is just to add more friends from different regions. So there's a few ways to do this. One of the easiest ways to do this right now is just to comment down below. I would recommend just adding your trainer code along with which type of Vivillon you have in your region. So basically the way that I would format this is I would put which Vivillon you have access to. For example, I have access to the High Plains Vivillon, and then follow that by your trainer code, And hopefully this will be a good way for all of you guys to get access to different Vivillon and increase your medal progress as well. You can have a total of 400 friends in this game, so there's plenty of opportunity. Now additionally, on top of that, there's also a few Reddit pages I'm going to link in the description down below as well. That way you guys have more than one resource to actually get friend codes. But with that being said, that's basically everything I have for you guys in this video. If you're still looking for some more additional tips and tricks, check out these videos right here. But before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you all real soon in the next one.